Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 70, Indy.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Steps away to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Here's Minshew. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Leonard Fournette. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew, forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
LeSean McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago. There to bring him down.
At the Jaguars' 43-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Past the 20. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Check it back.
They'll run on 1st down. McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check three, check three.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
I don't need to. 180.
On first down, it's McCoy. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, B, let's go.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Minshew. He's got the hookup with Conley. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. Fielded at about the 28. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he's going to take this one back to the 37. Yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes is for his running back, McCoy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Yellow. Let's go, Louie. Okay, 57.
Mike Bobo. What's the curl?
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, Louie.
Pick it up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Fournette. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs, and he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd and 12, Dobbs. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dobbs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Not that time for Watkins. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before break. Dobbs, he's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check pass. Check pass.
This is McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Dobbs. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the 3rd option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport, hoping to improve upon the 22 times they connected last season. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now McCoy. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Yellow. Check, check. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 15. Check. Yellow.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play fake. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak, and the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Yellow. 180. It's on field. It's on field. Hey, 15.
They'll run it with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Dobbs. The open man is Westbrook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette, and an alley to run. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs being chased out left. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. With 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Chris Jones on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Dobbs. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Yellow, on the way. No game on this defense, no game. Yellow, yellow. 44 to Mike.
Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to throw. Mahomes. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So a disappointing outcome there with a chance to take the lead.
And Brandon, that's not the first time he's missed. That's now 3 that have gone begging. They'd be in the clear right now if it weren't for all those misses.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dobbs is throwing. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the ripple in. Put off. Mike's both.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. As overtime wears on, something to keep in mind, it is hot down there on the field.
And if we think it's a sauna, what are they feeling down there? And this is where both teams find out about their strength and conditioning program. All the work they put into it to get to this moment, and did the guys follow the mantra of hydrating ahead of time so they're ready to go right now.
They'll run on 2nd down with Blue. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Under.
The first throw for the backup Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. This is Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Foles. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Foles. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Lambo, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, just a minute ago, you said mistakes get magnified, especially here in overtime, and that turnover there could cost them the ball game.
And not many teams commit turnovers in overtime and come back and win. It almost never happens.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Foles. And able to find Conley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Foles now, just 3 of 6 throwing, but that last completion gets a first down.
Alert 3. On your team. Pilot, 64. Read.
Now back to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session.
At the 45-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Championships, baby. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. What we got? What we got?
2nd and 4. Buying time to his left. Open is Swain, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
180. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Caught here by Conley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1?